didn't come down there.
Candy just spit.
Yeah, that's how it was where we were.
We were gonna take our cars to Carver this morning.
Yeah, I saw the thing.
And Dave woke up saying, "This one goes here." And I'm like, "That I'm joking about my truck and trailer."
You're not ready?
And then,
And
Well, you have, did you get ready?
he goes, "Yeah, me too." And the whole time we were in the hangar, it rained. And then I went to the lair after the hangar. I drove home about 10:30, and I got to about 3 miles south of Canby. Nothing. Really? It rained in that stripe. And then coming down here, it was still dry in Canby. Mount Angel was raining. Silverton was dry, and then down here was dry.
it stopped at about Newburgh,
Yeah,
and then it was just heavy clouds, but then I got to St. Paul, it's like it is here.
yeah,
And it was dry, the roads were dry, but Hillsborough, wet.
yeah. Oh no, my truck's dirty from driving.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
so
lucky.
I washed mine the other day, it's like, not even
Are
probably.
you talking about this one? You wanna
Okay.
put it in here? Okay.
All right. Hey,
13.
hello?
Huh?
What dog was that?
Hello? There's the chat.
Oh, we can't talk now.
Hey, Ken. We're live. Do you want to talk?
No.
Can you talk?
I think so. Probably.
I want to be in the Johnny Carson seat. How do we look, Art?
How you doing? You look good there. Did you say chubby?
Does that work? Okay. Stand by.
Is he live already?
We'll be right back.
What?
It took a long time for you to get over there.
Oh, we're live.
What?
Oh, yeah.
What
That
just
was
happened?
weird.
Yep.
You walked up here and you're just about here before you got out of the chair.
We're live. Okay, Juliana. That's all right. Juliana,
What?
let's talk. Let's have a little interview. What grade are you in? First?
Probably
Probably.
kindergarten first.
Kindergarten. We got to talk into the microphone.
Kindergarten first.
Kindergarten and first?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your favorite thing about school? Tell us.
Reading.
Reading?
Yeah.
Are you reading a book?
We have a giant book to read the whole pages.
Really?
Yeah.
Whole
And
pages?
Yeah. It's close to 40, 50,
Oh,
100.
okay. Nice. Do you want to let your dad talk into the microphone?
No.
No? You want to keep the microphone?
Yeah.
Do you want to interview your dad? Do you have questions for your dad?
Yeah.
Okay, well, here, pass him this.
Hello.
Hello.
What would you like to ask me?
Did you ever make a race car even if you didn't know how?
Yes, when I started out building cars, I didn't know what I was doing. Sometimes I feel like that now.
Did you ever mess up when you knew how?
Yes,
How many times?
probably a lot of times. But you know what? I just kept trying and trying until I got it right. Or what I thought was right. Ask him what he messed up on.
What did you mess up on?
Oh, nice. Let's see. When I built an engine when I was younger, I spun a rod bearing.
How did the engine got messed up?
I over revved it. I took it the RPMs too high, and I drove it home.
But how can you fix it?
I pulled it apart and I put a different crankshaft in it and different rods.
Did you ever make a bike? Bike.
A bike?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to put bikes together all the time.
Did
I still
you-
have it.
Up there.
Yep, it's up there. It's right there. You're looking at it.
Did you ever made parts or did you ever see parts are twisted?
On my bike?
Yeah.
Yeah. You mean like break stuff on my bike?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all the time. Mostly chains.
Did you see something twisted on a car? A race car.
I've
on
seen a
you?
couple twisted race cars before.
Did you see? Wait. Did you ever make a chair?
A chair? I've never made a chair. I've made a ladder
How did you make the ladder?
in wood shop.
Could you make a ladder? Did you ever make one with metal?
A metal ladder?
Yeah.
I've never made a metal ladder.
But did you know how?
I could probably figure it out.
Did you make one tall or did you make one short?
The ladder I made was short. I don't think it's OSHA approved though.
Did you ever had a friend say, what did you ever do?
Did I ever have a friend ask me what I did?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure of it. Sometime in my life I have.
Peanut gallery here, I think it's more, what have you done?
Who's yours?
Oh, they're probably Brett's.
This is perfect.
Come on in. You're on YouTube Live.
Yep, have a seat. Kid, no, what are you doing?
Did you make this whole shop by yourself?
No, I did not build this shop by myself. I built this shop because I have a lot of good friends that help me.
Who are your friends?
Kirk Mason, Brian Burnett, Brett Davis, Dave Loney, Art Burnett, and a couple guys that I don't even hang out with anymore, but at the time we were good friends. They helped too.
How many people did you have helped you?
All together to build this shop, I'd say probably about 10 people.
Don't forget about Scott Davis and the scissor lift.
Scott Davis and the scissor lift. He loaned me the scissor lift, and I got some lumber materials from my friend Steve Jokums.
How did you even make? Did you ever make a chair of a race car?
I've never built a chair for a race car, but I've installed a couple race car chairs. We call them seats in cars. These are chairs, those are seats.
Did you put color on a car?
I've put color on a few cars, yes.
What? Who would do it if you couldn't put color on your car?
Who would do it if I couldn't do it?
Yeah.
Who else would do it?
Yeah.
Joe Miller.
But
He
what-
taught me everything I don't know.
That was quick. Hey,
What?
do me a favor, sit on Dad's lap.
No.
Please, come over here.
Go sit on Dad's lap, borrow
No.
his microphone. I have some questions.
Oh,
No.
come here.
I don't want to.
Okay, here. Dave's going to ask you some questions.
Juliana,
What?
what color of bicycle do you want?
Pink.
Pink?
Yeah.
Do you have a bicycle now?
From my dad and mom.
You got one from your dad and mom?
For my birthday.
Really? Do you ride it?
Not all the time. When I have room, I can.
Yeah.
When my dad says I can.
I
Nice.
raise the lift and she rides it in here because it's hard for her to ride it in the gravel.
Yes. Right?
Country life problems.
Pavement.
Yeah.
Need pavement. Pavement sponsor. Yeah.
Go fund me.
Hey, so sit on your dad's lap. I have questions for you and your
No.
Here,
dad.
let me have the microphone.
No.
Dave's gonna ask me some questions. Here,
Yeah.
have a sip of your juice. Can I open mine now? Okay.
Both of you do.
Mine's open.
Was that the chair?
What was that noise? Did that get on the microphone?
It tooted.
The chair did.
What?
It what?
It tooted.
The chair did?
Yeah.
It wasn't you?
No.
Okay, I
Thanks.
believe you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Costco. All right.
Bad boy. Bad boy.
We can't abuse any chairs on this channel.
Hey, be nice.
All right. George,
Yeah, Dave, how are you?
how you doing?
Yeah, good, good.
So Juliana's drilling down into something here about, your mistakes, maybe
Yep.
things that you've learned.
Yeah.
So first car. What was your first car?
Technically, my first car was a 68 El Camino. I never legally owned it. It was in California and had that non-op paperwork stuff and never got through the DMV process, so I never legally owned it. So I don't typically think of that one as my first car.
Yeah.
First one I ever drove was a 69 El Camino.
That was yours, your car.
69 El Camino. Yeah, I bought it from
Yes. Hang on a second.
my grandfather knew a guy who owned it, Bob Ludwig, and
Yeah.
it was up on the hill up here. And it was kind of funny, I didn't know anything about
I didn't know.
cars or hot rodding or anything like that. And it didn't have a carburetor on it. And we went up there, and my dad just threw some gas down the intake manifold, and it started. And I was like, that was the craziest thing in the world to me to hear this car start with no carburetor on it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't know much, but
Hey, you have a question, Juliana?
If I go
yeah, I'll get you one when we're done.
Supposedly, there's another guy in the room that has a 68 El Camino.
He does.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Peanut gallery.
So actually, I paid.
Wait, go ahead.
Oh,
Did you ever? What car did you make first?
a 69 El Camino.
What color was it?
It was primer black.
Wait, what color was it?
Primer black, just like that. It was DP90 black.
So it looked like that, kind of dull black, not shiny.
And I actually, that car, I did all the body work on. My dad taught me how to do body work on that car. And before I put the engine in it, my buddy Tom Flatt, who we just lost, Tom,
Cheers.
he was nice enough to let me bring that down to his shop. And he had a shop full of cars, but we ran like 200 feet of air hose out, and it was raining that day. And I primered it in the building across the street, but ran it off his air compressor. And I DP90 blacked that thing, and that's pretty good memory. That was pretty cool. He let me do that as a young kid.
Nice. Do you have other questions?
Yeah.
Go.
Did you ever make one without any help?
No. Every car I've ever built, I've had help on.
That's a good life lesson. You need friends. You got to have help.
Yep.
Yep.
Did you have all the parts?
No, you never have enough parts or enough money, huh, Dave?
That's correct.
Yep.
You never have enough parts.
Yep. You're
Yeah.
always, you can think you buy every part you need, and then you go to put it together, and you're like, oh, I forgot to buy this.
One of
I
the
forgot
best
to buy that."
examples is plumbing.
Yeah.
Fittings.
Oh, yeah.
You can map it out, you can scope it out, and you always need more fittings.
The microphone?
You want it back?
Yeah.
Do you know what you're going to ask?
Yeah.
What are you going to ask?
It's a secret.
The camera doesn't get to see your face when you're asking these questions.
You got to look at the
You need to
camera.
be on camera. So what do you want to ask?
Did you make one with one of your favorite friends?
Favorite friend.
Yeah. All of them were my favorite friends.
Nice. I have questions for Brett. Hey, wait, I have a question for you. Who's your favorite friend?
Who's your favorite friend?
Juliana, who's your favorite friend?
Harmony.
Harmony. Okay. Well, that's nice to hear.
That's your cousin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, I need to ask for Brett to come on the set. I've got some questions for Brett.
Brett, come up here.
Brett, come on. The chair's right here. You can have Juliana. I've got some questions for Brett.
Brett's gonna want this chair.
No, I have. Hey, I have really good questions.
For him too.
But I have really good questions for him. Okay, I'll give him. Can we share this mic?
Yeah.
Okay, he can have this one. Okay, that one. He can have that one. That's good. And then we'll share this one. Okay, maybe not. Oh, you need a chair? Are you going to sit with Brett or me? Sit with me. Okay, here's the question, Brett. You started out building your first engine when you were a sophomore in high school, correct?
Yeah, freshman summer.
Microphone.
Sophomore summer.
Microphone, Brett.
That's right here. Not to put up your face.
Yeah, you do. Tell us about what went wrong with the first engine that you built.
Well, because I'm my dad's son, I was in a hurry. Thanks for helping. That's funny. I had started it with water in it and left it outside, and it was parked crooked, and it froze the block and cracked it. And I ran it for 30 minutes, and then it sat for a few days, and then it was cracked when I went to put it together.
What was this engine for?
64 Impala Super Sport.
What color?
Black.
Nice.
Get closer.
And so what happened? So the first engine was a fail. It cracked. What happened then?
My dad was kind enough to give me another engine, which to this day, as old as I am, my dad still has probably 20 small block Chevys in his shop. And he gave me another one, a 283, 1961 283. Yeah. You want to take this?
Okay, so tell us a little more about how that went.
It was great because it was a 10.5 to 1 283, but it had a 270 Duntov solid lift cam, and I punished that thing for years. I broke everything around it in that car except the engine. It ran out of power about 5,500, but I still revved it to 8,000 RPMs every day my senior year of high school.
Okay, and so in all truth, how many rear ends did you have? How many rear ends did you replace in that car?
13 center sections. Broke a lot.
Yeah. Same engine, 13 rear ends.
Yep.
How many transmissions?
2 4-speeds and, I don't know, 3 power glides.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So that was a good engine.
Yep.
Shout out to the dad, Fred, for hooking you up with the good engine after your first one blew up.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, I think we're done here.
What? Is that it? We haven't even moved on to your second car. What was your second car?
57 Chevy 2-door hardtop.
Okay.
Red and white car.
Nice. What year was that? I mean, what year did you own that in?
I owned that from 84 to 87.
Juliana wants to confirm what color that 57 Chevy was.
Red with a white top. 2-door hardtop.
Black interior?
Black interior.
Okay.
Yep. And it was a 283 with a turbo 400 was the best thing about that car. But that was a fun car. I mean, it had no horsepower. It was a tired 283, but a 57 hardtop was pretty cool to have at 19.
Absolutely. Back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Favorite car?
The car I still have now. I've had it for 33 years. My 55 2-door post, 210 Del Rey.
Okay, this is the orange car. If you've watched this channel, you've seen it. It's all over the channel. Tell us what the status of this thing is right now.
It's running right now in the trailer, ready to go race. It's got a 489 big block, turbo 400, trans brake, 9-inch, all steel, still full Del Rey interior. And ran a personal best last week at 10:28 at 1:28.
Nice.
So.
And you've gone 130 before, so you're still dialing it in.
Yep.
That's new torque converters, fresh training.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
Brand new FTI turbo 400. So far, the transmission's awesome. So.
Excellent.
Yep.
So I'm wearing a certain sweatshirt here today. So we want to talk a little bit about your drag racing exploits outside of the driver's seat. Hang on a second.
Dad, if Brett ever won the race.
Oh, good question. Julianne'd like to know. She's kind of the director here.
Yeah, she
Apparently,
is.
No, is anyone surprised? No. She'd like to know if you've ever won a race.
I've won a couple. I mean, in a lot of years of racing, I've won a couple. But actually, I raced a little bit in the mid-'90s, didn't do anything with the same car. But the last 5 years, I think I've won 3 races. So,
West Coast Shootout, Hot Rod
fall.
Nationals.
yep. And Chewy's race last March.
Okay.
Yep.
So, talk to us a little bit about. So, I'm wearing a shirt here. It's IFA Hose Products, Top Alcohol Dragster. So, talk about your time. And now, of course, there's some other alcohol teams that you were on, which I was on with you. But talk about the dragster team. Who was on that team? How'd you guys do? When was it?
Like 99 to 2004, I worked for Mitch Myers, A-Fuel Dragster. Norm was the tuner. Norm Christensen was the first tuner on that car, and he had worked for Darien and some other cars. It was fun because it was A-Fuel injected, no blower, but it was 100% nitro back in the day. And had a lot of fun on that car. And in 04, we actually won the World Championship in AHRA with Steve Boggs tuning the car, which was a fun year because Steve is awesome. And we went 512 or 510 actually. Can't remember the mile an hour, but we went 510 in Pomona.
In
and that's
Pomona.
when they backed up the percentage of nitro the very next year. So Mitch decided to hang it up. But that year was fun. I think we went to like 17 races that year, and which was awesome. But yeah, Steve's still the man. He's still tuning Delamere and with Bartone's car. And Steve's done a lot of other stuff in the last, we're getting on 19 years now. But Steve's a great guy, and Mitch was fun. We had Greg and Dickba, and yeah, just had a great time. So that was
Nice.
fun years. Then after that, worked on Clint Thompson for a couple of years before Clint was doing really well. I mean, we won a race with him, but after we left,
Yeah.
Clint did awesome.
Seattle 06?
06.
Something like that?
05, 06, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But and then Clint ran hard for years after that. After we were with him, he ran great.
Yeah. Yep.
But and Neil Carmichael was on our team that last in 04. So
Yep. Neil and Dickba.
yep, and Dickba was awesome. He worked for Force for many years after that. So, but good times.
Big time.
Yep.
And then we worked on the Tiki Warrior, which
Yep.
was awesome.
Which was the best time. I mean, I had fun on the other stuff, but Tiki was the best. We had a great time on that car, even though it was just an old nostalgia double B car. So
Are we going to get Art over here to talk about his 68 El Camino?
Art says no.
Just put the bright lights on Art. Get him to commit.
All right. Well, thanks for having me, Dave.
What we need is the Merv Griffin.
I need another Miller Lite, actually.
The yeah, can we-
Stagehand.
on the set.
Can I ask something to Brett?
Go ahead. You want the chair? Go ahead.
Uh-oh, you're going to ask me some questions?
Yeah.
All right.
Brett, did you build a own shop by yourself?
My shop?
Yeah.
No, I just have a house with a garage. Yep. Nope. Your daddy built this shop. This is a nice shop.
How long did it take to build your own race car?
Well, you're actually kind of always building your race car. So I've had my car for 33 years. And so it's had many different engines, lots of things. So, and you'll learn that as you get older. Your dad's always going to be building on the same race car. Making it faster, making it look better, putting a seat in it so you can ride in it with
Did
him.
you decorate your shop?
Yes. Yep.
Did you do it by yourself or did somebody help
Mostly
you?
myself. Cindy has helped me with some stuff in the shop.
What did Cindy help you with?
Cindy helps me with everything. No, it's right here.
Did you ever made that kind of car before?
My car is actually really similar to that car in a lot of ways.
How big is your car?
That big right there.
How fast it is?
How fast?
Yeah.
It's gone 130 miles an hour. Is that
Hey,
fast?
Dad, I need to ask you something.
Oh, time for Dad's turn.
Did you ever wait?
Okay, hang on. We got to give him the microphone, right?
Did you ever? How fast is your car?
Which, the one I have now?
Yeah.
The one I have now ran a 1021 at 130 miles an hour. With the engine I just took out of it.
Yeah. A little bit
But-
better than mine.
It ran a 956.
How fast? How fast, Dad?
Oh, with the bottle, yeah.
How fast is that kind of car going to go?
How fast do I think it's going to go, or how fast do I want it to go?
1027 at 129.
How fast do
Just
you want
slightly-
it to go?
Slightly faster than Brett's car.
How fast do you think it's going?
999.
How fast do you want it to go?
1001.
Yes.
It's legal for nines.
Yeah, it's just not tagged.
Not yet. You have any other questions?
I have a question
Okay.
for both of you guys.
For both of Brett and I?
And Dave.
And Dave.
Okay, go ahead.
Dave, get up here.
Scoot your chair over, Brett, so Dave can get in the camera.
Wow.
I got the recliner.
Stagehand, are we all in the shot?
Super comfortable.
All
right.
Share my microphone.
Okay, what's
She
your
is a
question?
director.
Come over here, so everybody can see you. What's your question?
This from
My question is, did you guys know how you made your shop, how big it is?
Too small.
yeah.
Yeah. Always too small.
There's only one size shop to build, and that's too small. You always build it too small.
Right. Yes, you'd always want a bigger shop because you like to have more toys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is your bedroom small now, even though it's pretty new?
No, it's way bigger.
It is.
I got another question for
Okay.
Okay.
Shoot.
It's kind of for also for Dave, but kind of not.
Okay.
You got to look at the camera when you're.
Did you guys kind of make a whole size of your shop? It's kind of like how big is your motorhome? But is your motorhome bigger or smaller?
Careful.
Careful, you're going to knock off.
Oh, you're tapping the microphone.
I don't know if we understand your question.
Restate your question.
Like your motorhome is smaller than your shop.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dave's motorhome is bigger than his shop.
Correct. Correct. And mine would be too
kidding.
if I had a motorhome.
I'm kidding, of course, but
How
Because my
big-
motorhome is your motorhome.
yeah.
How big is the shop to the motorhome, Dad?
Oh, so what's the link of your
So
shop?
the motorhome will fit in the shop. Dave's motorhome will not fit in his shop.
Yeah. But your motorhome is 33 feet and your shop is how many feet?
My motorhome's
50
too
feet.
tall for my shop.
Brett's motorhome will fit in everybody's shop
Right, because I don't have one.
because you stole it from him.
Brett has to buy one. Yeah, Brett still has to buy one.
Brett's gonna buy Dave's, and Dave's gonna buy a new one. Kathy just doesn't know yet.
Wait a minute.
This is on
Wait,
the
so
internet.
you guys are keeping it a secret?
No, I'm kidding. It was a joke.
Can you keep a secret?
She's like, do we have an exclusive?
Probably. If I was you, No,
I wouldn't do that.
neither.
No.
Me either.
You need to look at the camera. Because these facial expressions, you're wasting them.
All right, our 5 subscribers are probably bored.
Yeah, okay, George.
Are we going to walk
Let's
around
get
this?
to the car.
Give that one to Dave.
Damn.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Am I just going to hold the stick?
Yep, let's hold the stick.
All right.
So, wow, we got to go way back here. So here is the current state of the 56. We literally, well, George,
We as in I.
yeah, we showed up with beer. George already had this done. So yeah, the engine's in it. This thing's
Yeah.
going to make noise this weekend.
It's probably going to run tomorrow night.
Nice.
I got a few things to do in the morning, and then I'm going to get on this thing, and it'll probably be running tomorrow night. So I'm pretty stoked about it. So the short block was all done. I didn't touch it. I changed out the pan, timing cover. I put these heads on it that came off of the 496 I bought off of Bill G. So these are Dart 320s with some port work. And then an intake manifold I bought at the Woodburn Drag Strip swap meet. And then I took the headers over to Salem Powder Coat, and they blasted them for me. I painted them white, and I already got the one spot dirty, so I got that out of the way. Got some valve cover spacers, so the valve train clears. Oh, sorry. Sorry, ma'am.
Who runs Salem Powder Coat?
Scott
Who?
Fink. Scott
Who?
Fink.
Oh, yeah.
That's the man.
He's supposed to be here right now.
Yeah, and his manager Noah out there doing a good job.
Nice.
They got those done for me. But yeah, I have to do the plug wires, wire the ignition, put the radiator in it, and it should be ready to fire. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. So
Awesome.
it does have power to it. It's got some lights in the back. Other than that, I haven't done too much since the last update.
So realistically, just a second, I'm being, what? Juliana. What? Oh, talk about myself. That's awesome.
Dave does that all the time.
That is awesome.
Dave to do that.
Yes. Yes. Where do I start? No. She totally made me lose my train of thought.
I think you were going to ask me, realistically, this thing will be.
Yeah. So realistically, that same engine put the El Camino into the low
1021.
10s, and the El Camino is definitely heavier than this car.
Oh, yeah.
So we don't know what it's going to run, but it could be a high 9.
The El Camino is probably a little bit more aerodynamic.
True.
I think these heads actually are a little better. So the 345s that came off of this engine, I'm going to take them to Rob Louthan and have him look them over and see if there's some more work that could be done on those heads, because these heads are really nice. I really think this car might dip in the 9s. I could be way off. It might run 1040s. Who knows?
Yeah.
I think it's going to dip in the 9s.
So if it goes,
27.
yeah, 100 slower than Brett.
Anything quicker than that,
Right. So if it goes in the 9s, you get the cage surted, get a window net, get a suit, and you're good to go.
I have the window net.
Okay.
I got the fire suit, the jacket, the pants. I got everything.
So you can be legal with the tag.
Yes.
Nice.
So
Okay,
that's the
cool.
only thing really this car's missing is the sticker.
Right on.
Yeah, but my goal next weekend, running and driving
Okay.
with glass in it, is my goal next weekend.
Cool.
So,
All right.
yeah.
Some people might think that's crazy, but if you know George,
Piece cake.
Well, he's got $100 riding on it, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we do have a $100 bet.
yeah,
Brett and I have a $100 bet because I have a bad tendency of buying cars, doing a little work to them, making them better than the way they started out, and then selling them
yeah,
Before
without
they run.
driving them, running and driving. So he made a bet with me when I bought this car. He said, there's no way you're going to get that car running and driving before you sell it. So, I mean, this is all about a $100 bet.
nice.
I can't
Lose.
lose.
Yeah,
So,
nice.
yep.
All right. Well, what are we doing? Are we going to wrap it up?
I think we're done here.
Do we have any comments?
Wind it up.
Wind it up.
Oh, Juliana has a question. She
Oh.
raised her hand.
Okay. Go ahead.
Did you know how big your car was? Your like real race car.
Do you want to know the
The
weight?
El Camino, it's 37 feet long.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I think it's about,
That's a 64 Apollo.
30,
I
yeah,
think it's about
3,600 pounds.
17 foot 8 inches, I think is what they are.
And how heavy?
I have no idea. The El Camino weighs 3750.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
If you can make a car way bigger that, could you?
Yeah, but you actually want your car to weigh less because the less your car weighs, the quicker it runs and the easier it is on parts. That makes sense?
But we don't want to drive Mazda Miatas. No offense to the Mazda Miata crowd.
No. Speaking of heavy cars,
Those spec cars last weekend at PIR though, Dave.
Oh, yeah.
speaking of heavy cars that are quick,
Corey Thompson?
Corey Thompson,
Yeah.
765?
At
Is that correct?
185. Yeah.
That is impressive. Not only did he run that on the last day, he actually had at least one cylinder head off that engine. Or
No,
do you have
not
both?
this week. It was just the intake and a lifter.
I thought he had the cylinder head off.
I don't think so. Just the intake and a lifter.
How do you get the lifter out of
Oh,
an LS
you're
without
right.
taking the head
My
off?
bad. You're right.
Yeah.
You,
He had
you
the
probably
head
zoomed
off.
in on the picture, and I did.
He had the
Yeah.
head off,
Yeah.
and it wasted the lifter.
Yep.
And he actually had lifters with him. He's at the sick week,
Yep.
and I'm pretty sure he placed first in his class.
Yeah, so this Chevelle, it's a 67 Chevelle. I believe it's around 3,800 pounds. It's a 427 LS with twins. He drives this thing on the street all the time. At the race week events, he drives it on the street towing a trailer. It's a bench seat, but I believe he's got racing seats in it for, racing, for safety. But it's I believe all steel except for the hood.
No, the
Chrome-
hood's steel.
The hood's steel too? Okay,
Yeah.
so chrome bumpers, all steel,
All steel, all glass.
760s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the car's super impressive. And Corey looked like he was alone this week. I don't know who he had helping him. If he did have somebody helping him, I never saw him on camera. So
He, if you go to Motion Raceworks on Facebook, they have posted a lot about him and his car.
Yep.
So it's pretty cool to see.
yeah, definitely shout out. He's the only guy from around here doing that deal at that level
And doing
by
it
a
well.
long shot.
Doing it well.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
generally bringing home trophies at all the race week. He's done the Rocky Mountain Race Week thing, I think at least three times, and brought home 3 trophies. He just did the sick week and brought home a trophy, I believe. So
I'm sure of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
wicked car.
I know he
Wicked.
had a 7-second average.
Yeah,
So
yep. So he wanted a 7-second average, and he PB'd it a couple times.
yeah.
Even after thrashing, hurting his leg. I mean, just
Yeah.
and just going through one of those events is just a tremendous amount of effort. So.
Yeah. Yeah. If it hadn't been for the lifter issue, it probably would have been easy sailing for him, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
but,
Good
yeah.
job, Corey.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, now we wrapping it.
Are you done? You have any other questions?
3 more questions.
Oh, you have 3 more questions.
Did you want to say hi to your mom?
Whoa.
Did you ever had a grand old flag?
Have I ever had a grand old flag?
There's one right there.
Yep. I do have some flags. Next question.
Did you ever poop in here?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow. Really?
Okay. Well, yeah. There is a bathroom in the
Have
shop,
you
for
ever,
the
have you ever
record.
seen that show? What is it called? Kids Say the Darndest Things or
Uh-huh.
something. So there you go. How do you make Dad turn red? You asked that question. Yes, there's a bathroom in the shop.
Nice.
That was the black. Are you
Yeah.
Do you have
Shutting it
Do you have any other clean questions?
Who's gonna help warm the car up before you race it?
I think you're done.
Hey, you're done. All right, wrapping it up.
You're done.
Thanks for watching, everybody.